This is going to be another one of those, after the fact videos where you don't get to see a whole lot, but you get to hear something that might be pretty important for you. This is Monday, and last Saturday, my son opens up the cupboard. He sees moths flying around in here, and we did a little research, and turns out that what we had was a case of Pantry Moths. And I'd never heard of a pantry moth, so we did some research and found out that we were going to have to remove everything in here, scrub it all down, take items that are in bags or boxes and freeze them, remove all of the liner that was on these covers, on the shelves rather, and just wash and wash and wash everything. Took it a step further and sprayed some insecticide, up behind the molding, down in the cracks. One website says make sure you don't make sure you hit your hinges and your door jambs with the cleaner and insecticide. So we doused it down pretty good. Waited a few hours, inspected it, and found larva crawling up the walls. So I doused it again and waited a day until everything was still. nothing else was moving in here, and then wiped the whole thing down, to get rid of the insecticide on the surfaces that we're going to be putting food on. Washed everything that went back in here with bleach water, rinsed it off, dried it, put it back in there. So the reason for this video is really to bring to light that if you're preparing for, if you're storing food, no matter what reason, if you're storing food and it's in boxes, bags, for instance, we had 50 pounds of rice down here in the floor in the bottom. They got in that. There was we've got an inside dog. The inside dog food was in here. They were in that. Opened bags of cereal that were up here. They were in that. They were in anything that was open, and anything that was open got thrown away. Anything that was in bags not opened, we put it in the freezer, the deep freezer, and it's going to stay in there for several days until it is deemed safe, in my opinion. So this was a pain in the butt. It took several hours to take care of, to clean up, to kill everything, and I hope I got it all. The bottom line is there's life cycles, and we don't know for sure if we got everything or not. We may end up having to do all this over again in just a few days when everything emerges, but I hope not. I hope there's enough insecticide in the tiny cracks and crevices that took care of it. So if you are keeping food and it has not been, if it's like rice, grains, anything like that, then you need to go through the process of freezing that stuff for several days, and then maybe vacuum sealing it into another bag to keep anything from getting into it. So if there's anything in there when you bought it, you kill it, and you want to seal it to keep anything from being able to get into it. But this is just our daily food storage. We don't do that with, if I bought a box of Hamburger Helper, I'm not going to go through all that rigmarole to put it in my pantry. But that's what got us. That is exactly what got us. So just be forewarned. If you, and I saw a video yesterday, just so happened to see a video. I think the channel's Healthy Prepper. Just shelves and shelves and shelves of food items that I'm sitting there looking at. I'm like, that's susceptible to pantry moths. If you are storing for preps, if you are storing things like that are in boxes or bags and they hadn't been sealed up, after freezing them, then you might want to rethink your preps. Over and out. Thanks for watching. It's a great value. I'm telling you, there's a chip in there. They're listening to everything we're saying. Damn, Walmart. Anyway.